Well, hello. So, I have been working on a little thing recently. You may notice the model's a little janky, and there's a reason for that. Um, so to talk about tracking on Linux, like face tracking on Linux, uh, there's only one solution that I've actually seen out in the wild for how to do it, and it's running this program that you can see here, OpenSeeFace, externally. And what OpenSeeFace does is it does like a really quick, fast landmarking and then sends all of these landmark parts over the local network over UDP packets to VTube Studio, which then reads those in and does like their model tracking on those landmarks. And it's kind of serviceable, but I wanted to see if I could do better. And so I'm gonna turn this off real quick. Uh, when I was looking at tracking quality, they have their basic tracking, which is essentially based off of the landmarks that they would get from some model, and then they also have these three up here, which is Google's Mediapipe and some NVIDIA Broadcast Tracker. And Google Mediapipe is, I'm not sure about the NVIDIA one. It looked like it was Windows only, so I might be wrong about that. But the Mediapipe was very clearly cross-platform, and I'm like, well, I can run that externally, and I also know that VTube Studio has an API, and so I can write a plugin that if I turn off the OpenSeeFace and I turn on my plugin, I get tracking. And all this is doing is uh, basically running the landmarker from the face landmarker from Mediapipe. And grabbing, uh, I'm actually not using the landmarks, but I'm using all of they provide blend shapes as well as, just some basic translation rotation matrices. Um, and I'm able to map all of those blend shapes to all of the model tracking parameters. Some of them better than others, like the mouth open is not super great. It's basically just jaw open, which is of course separate from your mouth because you can open your jaw without opening your mouth. You make weird faces that will not be captured here, but that's kind of nice. And the eyes are a little bit of a downgrade because they they don't really detect blink behind my glasses because I do wear glasses behind this. But if I take them off, it captures those pretty well. Uh, but other than that, things look really nice. Uh, and it also lets me pass in custom parameters if I want them. So, like mouth X, so I can go kind of side to side. Not a ton you can see, but enough to have like a little bit of dynamic bits in there. And, of course, I can tune all of these things. A lot of these are tuned on the softer side because it's like the blend shapes will give you some value between 0 and 1. And it's usually really specific. Like you don't get like a mouth smile. You get a mouth smile for your uh, left top of your like mouth and right top and left bottom and right bottom. Um, and so it's like, well, a smile is just, are both of them uh, in a smile position or whatnot. Um, but Yeah, no, this was a fun little project. Uh, and I figured maybe some people might be interested. I don't know. I've put the code out there if anyone wants to play with it or do anything. It's not really doing much. It's essentially just a forwarding device, but it is a solution, I guess, for Linux folks. The I have no idea how many people use this setup, but I use this setup and I had the skills to try to make it work, so I went for it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Um, yeah, take care. Bye.